if it's taking you 15 years to come forward, it's, you know, the idea that somehow you will have a set timeline that you will be okay or all right within, say, a 6-month time frame, to me kind of needs to be warmly challenged.
Yes.
Is my legal statement, right? Warmly challenged. I mean, hey, you might find an individual, but actually experience has taught me time and time again, it does take time and space, and sometimes I might even see clients for a couple of months because they're still wrestling with something. But I always encourage guys, you know, keep going back, you know, find the right people.
Yeah.
You know, even if you feel challenged, you might actually find that that person might be the right kind of, that doesn't take your BS or take, you know, that they're wanting the best.
And I think that's an important thing to mention for those that are, you know, for the support people, is that they may be helping someone work through stuff as a part of their support.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden that person may disappear for months. But just to know that it's okay, you know, it's not because you may or may not have done something wrong. And I've sat with a few support people who have said, you know, they were coming to see me, or we would just catch up like over a coffee and that, like every week, and then all of a sudden I didn't hear from them for ages. And so, you know, is there something that I've done? Is there something that I didn't do? But to know that actually sometimes it's just because it's just where this person wants to be right now. Or sometimes it's because the last thing you said to them actually gave them something to think about and they just wanted to ponder it.
Yes.
And to not be so caught up around the type of support that you would give. But just to know that they are where they need to be at that particular point in time, learning whatever lesson it is that they need to learn, or going through whatever challenge it is they need to go through. But that you as a support person, unless you've done something significantly like said, you absolutely shouldn't do that, or, you know, did something outlandish.
Like it never happened.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or stop telling lies, which is sometimes
happens. Unless you did something like that, then I think it's okay to just assume that if they want your assistance or want your help anymore, that they'll come back. And that, you know, even for counsellors who do this, you know, they've, you know, people will come and go as they need.
Yeah.
And
you don't get nice, neat stories, unfortunately. People think you can somehow get magical closures. You don't. You know, it's the time and space thing. And one of the things I was also thinking about, you know, with our bros is just kind of being transparent, especially support people. So I've always maintained that support people are absolutely vital. So they might initially go to you first to kind of suss out and position where they stand with stuff, and then potentially get help. So, you know, if you are a support person, I always say you're so valuable that, you know, you might be able to deal with some small stuff, but to actually try to look for options as well, not forcing them, you know, on them, but saying, look, you know, this is kind of outside my skill set. This is something I'm not sure on, but I did look for this number, and do you want me to go with you? Or I've had a cordial with them and they seem to be okay. I think tends to help our bros, but yeah, for some reason the bros always go to support people first and kind of suss out where they are. So when they do disappear, more often than not, it's because they're trying to figure it out in their head, and almost kind of like an internal analysis about what does that mean, because if I go beyond that support person and find help, that means I'll have to at some point face what's happened with me.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, thank you, Martima. I've thoroughly enjoyed this video and being able to have a cordial with you. I have no doubt I'll be able to pull you back in like how Maui pulled up the North Island.
I'm sure.
It's been an absolute pleasure, Martima. Kia ora.
Thank you.